In the Backyard, sponsored by Custom Retaining Walls and Landscaping.
Hi, this is Chad with Custom Retaining Walls for In the Backyard. This week we're going to talk about a little bit about summer pond maintenance. We have a lot of people who come in and they have an issue with keeping their water clean in their pond in the summertime. They have a lot of green algae that's popping up and they have trouble controlling that. What we usually do for our pond to keep it crystal clear in the summertime is what we'll change up is we'll usually add a phosphate binder to the pond. What this does is it actually neutralizes the pH in the pond, keeps it more balanced and buffers it, and then it actually bonds to the phosphate that's in the pond, stopping the green algae from having anything to feed on. The next thing we're going to recommend for you to do after you do that is to add a all-season bacteria to the pond. That's going to keep the pond healthy, adding good bacteria to it. Barley extract is also another good thing to add in the summertime. It helps act as a clarifier. You can either use it in an extract form, which is a liquid, which is a lot easier to use. Otherwise, you can also add normal barley to your pond in your filter media. After that, a water clarifier. That's going to help just bond the actual particles that are floating in the water, sink those to the bottom so they're not actually floating and suspended in the water. And then lastly, an algicide. That's going to help keep the algae under control in the pond and keep it maintained. If you're still having issues with the water turning green in the summertime, another couple options you can do. You can add an aerator to the pond. That's going to help reduce the actual water temperature. And lastly would be a UV clarifier. That's actually going to help physically clean the pond and keep the water crystal clear. Following these few steps will keep the pond looking great all summer long. This is Chad with In the Backyard, and we'll see you next week.